What's going on, guys? It's Pinchman here, coming at you with another Rate My Ride Dirt edition. This is a very special edition because it is being released on Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to you all. I'm sure no one will actually watch this on Christmas Day, and we'll be watching it in the comfort of our homes after celebrating with our family, probably on Boxing Day or something like that. But I'm trying to keep up with this whole weekly schedule, and Sunday is my release day, and Christmas Day is a Sunday this year, so we're going with that. Yeah, so this week this episode we are looking at the Pines. So the Pines is located just near Goss Bay. So the only way to access it is through Goss Bay, and you can access directly onto Lake Eildon from it. It is roughly 2 hours and 50 minutes from Metro Melbourne, so if you're in the outer east suburbs, it'll probably be about 2.5. You know, you're coming from the west, you're probably definitely making the trip for camping. Yeah, there is plenty of campgrounds in the area. You know, plenty of places. There's usually always spots around there. You might have to spend a little bit of time driving around looking for them, but you will find spaces for it. And yeah, so that's sort of really it for the location. It's pretty easy to find. There's no trouble finding parking or anything like that, so I won't talk too much about the location. And as I was just saying, there is plenty of places to park, so there's plenty of easy access there if you are on in a car trying to drop off and ride for the day and then get back in your car. There is absolutely no problem with that. There's no issues around trying to find somewhere to put your car, because there's plenty of day drop-off areas and also plenty of campsites that you can just use for the day to unload your car and go for the ride. Yeah, there's no issue with access. We've gone there in a Ford Falcon, so there's no issue with needing something with a little bit of traction, even though it is a dirt road for about 3 kilometers, I'd say, thereabouts. So just be aware of that when you're coming through and going through there. Yeah, so that's really all there is to talk about in terms of the access from it. So let's go on to our next little talking point, which is the difficulty level. This is where you've got a lot of big advantage with this, because the Pines has everything from beginners to single tracks. Don't say I said that. Don't tell anyone I said that. And wide range of hard hill climbs, easy hill climbs. Difficult technical single tracks and flowy, easy single tracks, and nice scenic, ridge rides, and technical descents and things like that. There is a wide range of A to Z difficulty, in my opinion. I found there was stuff that I was super comfortable with, and I'd be super comfortable supporting a beginner. And even though I'm relatively beginner myself, I feel like I'd be able to support a beginner, and I'd feel like I have taken dual sports there, so it's not just an enduro area. And I've seen adventure bikes. I know Riding with Tom likes to come out here as well, just for some chill rides, on some of his heavier bikes. So it is a relatively good varied range level. But there are some things that if you're taking beginner riders with you, you should avoid. But that is easy enough to do, considering there is there's plenty of tracks going around wherever you want. The track style and surface, there's not too much to say on this. It's dirt. It is similar to Strathbogie, similar to Rubicon, which I haven't done yet. Similar to Hauker in terms of the surface. There's no real sands, but you can do some cheeky riding along like the coast and stuff like that of the lake. And if you want to you know, play around near the water, you can, but there's not really many. Can't think of any creek crossings or anything like that in that area, but there might be if you explore hard enough. There's definitely creeks and stuff running in the area, so there probably is some opportunity to cross them. But I just can't for the life of me remember doing any sort of creek crossings at this one. Yeah, so I touched on it before. This is a great place if you want to take beginners, because you've got so much choice, and as they're building confidence, you can take them on different tracks. For that, like, I reckon even if you camped here for the weekend, unless you were out riding all day, both days, Saturday and Sunday, you probably wouldn't hit all of the tracks there with any beginner rider, at least, because they won't be quick enough to push through, and they won't be confident enough to be riding the entire time. So you've got plenty of options to sort of look around and enjoy the ride and get some nice views of the lake. This has some really epic views. Coming across the lake, and it just looks spectacular, especially on a nice spring day. Summer, it can get quite hot, so just be mindful of that. Yeah, I don't really. The Pines is just a great spot to go, and I've been there. It's probably one of the most frequent rides I've done. Been there once, yeah. Maybe the Otways is probably the only other area I've done as much as I've done the Pines. And I did have a lot more to say about that, but yeah, so I've touched on everything. Yeah, so the 3-hour trip is definitely worth it, and like I said in the previous videos, you've got so many little different areas around it. So you've got the Hauker rides around there. You've got Mount Terrible's not too far away. Rupon State Forest is just on the other side of the lake. So it actually is a bit of a hike, because there's no real way to get there except for going either through Bonnie Doon or through Jamison, unless you've got a boat that you can put a bike on. And even then, I don't know what the access to tracks and stuff is like on the other side. If you're going to cheekily do something like that, but I reckon you'd be able to do it if you had a boat that you could put a bike on. But yeah, it's definitely worth the trip. There is plenty of camping grounds, like I said before, so if you want to find somewhere a bit secluded, you can get away from the crowds and find yourself a nice quiet campground to base yourself off, and coming through right for the day, and then just chill by the campfire and do what you do on a relaxing weekend off. Yeah, I don't really think there's much more to say about this area. It's a really great area to ride in. I hope you're enjoying the Rate My Ride Dirt series. I know it's been a long time coming, and now I'm sort of overloading you with that content, but with the whole move and stuff like that, I'm just, unable to get filming and trying to organise some stuff for the R3. Don't actually need it to ride the bike, but I'm just trying to get, because we are planning that trip up to Queensland in April. So I am trying to get some luggage. I was hoping to have the Tenere by then, and take the Tenere, and even though it's going to be pretty much a pure bitumen trip, I wanted to practice packing up the Tenere and getting it ready for an adventure ride. But with, like I said in pretty much every video since I signed the papers, the house has really, made its mark on any idea of buying a Tenere. But I'll keep you posted on where that's coming. And this is another area that we're planning to do some roadblocks for. Don't know how we're going to, there is a lot of choice and stuff there, but there's so many little turn-offs that it's very easy to miss them. So roadblocks could be challenging in terms of the navigating skills required to do them. So maybe that'll be a really good thing to do. If you'd like, once we've made these, if you'd like access to these roadblocks, let me know. I will probably set up a Google Drive where you can just download them on and use the Rally Navigator app PDF. I'm going to have to work out how you can print them without the special roadblock printer thing that you can do. You need a roll printer, I know that much. I may get one of those depending on how many I end up making. I'm planning on, once I get the Tenere, building some roadblocks that go on bitumen as well, mainly around the Mansfield High Country area, just because they'll be ones I'll be able to test lickety split. Yeah, so I will see you next time. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I will see you next time.